Hi guys, welcome back. I'm sure you just haven't gotten enough bullet journaling for this month and that's why you clicked on this video. I can never get enough bullet journaling, that's for sure. If you saw last week's video, then you know that this month I got to break into a brand new bullet journal, which is very exciting. If you're curious, I'm using the Archer and Olive dot grid notebook. For me, choosing a new journal basically came down to which one had the thickest paper because I like to use watercolors. I'm really excited to jump into today's video because we're going to be planning out for the entire year. The timing kind of worked out perfectly because I reserved a few pages at the beginning of this notebook to make yearly spreads for 2019. If you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, that's totally okay. A fairly traditional practice in the bullet journaling community is to begin your bullet journal with spreads that tie into the entire calendar year. A lot of people tend to use the same journal for more than 1 year, which is totally fine, but because of all the bullet journaling videos I make and stuff, I go through them pretty fast, so we'll see if this one even lasts the 12 months. But if you don't know what to put on the first page of your new journal, then maybe this video will give you some ideas. To start out, I wasn't ready to dive into calendars or anything right away, so I did, I know you're surprised, a quote page. I really like how this page turned out, even though it's a very simple quote and kind of a simple look. I used a black chalk marker actually to do all of the shading and details. Moving on to the future log. I've never actually done a true 12-month future log before, so this was really fun for me to make. Everyone always talks about how tedious writing in all these little numbers is, but I actually kind of enjoyed it, and I don't think I messed up on any of the months, surprisingly. So the way I designed this future log was I wrote out all of the months and the days of each month on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side I created the same 12-month calendar layout, except for I left it blank so you can write in important future events. Nothing too totally complicated, but it is very aesthetic to look at. On the next page, I combined a couple of ideas that I found on Pinterest and I created sort of a monthly task calendar. So if you have things that you need to do every month, like pay the utility bill or deep clean your kitchen or something like that, this would be a good place for those. Each grid space is supposed to represent a certain task in a certain month, and then you can either fill it in or cross it out or whatever you like to do. And then on the right-hand side, I left space for 12 yearly goals. So you could either do one a month or you could space them out, however you like to do your goal setting. I decided to keep the colors for this spread super simple because I didn't want it to go in any particular direction. Since these spreads are for all year long, I wanted them to be fairly neutral looking. I'm not really sure what this black box is at the bottom. I think I just didn't quite feel like the page was balanced, so I ended up just coloring in this like black bar. I guess it was easier than trying to white it out. We have something that's quite the opposite of neutral. In fact, it is very, very brightly colored. I have never done a swatch page in a bullet journal before, mostly because all of my previous journals have had very thin pages and I didn't want to risk having bleed through and stuff like that. But since I don't have to worry about that, I figured it would be really fun to just create an awesome rainbow of colors using all of my colorful markers and colored pencils and even my washi tapes. The spread is mostly just for fun, but it can also be really useful too if you want to see how certain colors appear on certain papers, because sometimes it can make a difference. But to be honest, this was mostly just kind of a nice filler page, something fun to make. And now I have a space for all of my little washi tapes to be hung on their little hangers like they're t-shirts or something. Alright guys, those are all of the yearly spreads that I decided to create for 2018. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a ton. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you'll be notified every time I do post a new video. Thank you as always to every one of you guys who watches my videos and who follows me on Instagram. I absolutely adore all of your support, and it just makes me so happy to see you guys doing what you love. Well, I get to do what I love too. I think it's really awesome. Anyways, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you again very soon in another video. Bye.